proportion of men between the ages 25 and 54 are employed. In the 50s and 60s, about 95% of the men in that range had jobs. That number has fallen to about 86%. So you wonder, why is that? May have something to do with the way our unemployment system works. Companies are penalized for firing through experience rating. The experience in question is how much the employer has laid off workers in the past. More layoffs mean a higher tax rate. A new paper out of center-right think tank argues that the experience rating system has made some employers reluctant to hire workers they're worried won't work out, and that young men in particular are the ones being harmed. Employers might also see young men as riskier to bring on board, fairly or unfairly. There's a stereotype that young men are more volatile, more immature, and less responsible than their female counterparts. So, Nick, you're a working man in this age range. What do you make of that?
I don't buy it. I think it's a bunch of hoo-ha. I think hiring young men is risky, just like hiring an old man or hiring a woman of any age. Employer beware.
Brian, what do you think?
I think the unemployment system in California is so screwed up, it's so filled with fraud, and when you pay someone not to work, guess what? You don't work. During COVID, they extended the time period of unemployment benefits, a good intention, a good motivation, but people stopped working. The issue with men not in the workplace is very complicated. It's not just the unemployment system, but that's a part of the problem. The good news is we've made great strides since the 50s and 60s. Equal pay for women, greater efforts to hire women, promote women, get them in CEO positions. So that's the good news. But the reality is when you penalize employers for terminating workers and you sense that men are riskier, then you're not going to hire them. So that's part of a bigger problem. But the unemployment system is a problem. California has a tendency to just throw money at problems. That's why we're in such a deficit situation. Our unemployment system needs to be fixed. It's a mess, and it's adding to the problem, not the only cause.
All right, and I'm sure this is going to require more than just a couple of seconds each, but we're running short on time. Would a flat unemployment tax rate fix this issue, Brian?
I think it would certainly go a long way. You're penalizing employers. Employers are the ones paying for unemployment. So they're the ones that are bearing the cost. You get what you pay for. If you essentially flat tax it, you take away the motivation and the fear of the hiring in the first place. So I think it's a step in the right direction.